Welcome back, Alaska. Michael Ives here with your Saturday Sports. It's another busy weekend in sports with the 2014 Arctic Winter Games on our doorstep, but we start at the Carlson Center with playoff hockey action from last night. The Nanooks had a chance to sweep the UAA Seawolves right out of the playoffs and back to Anchorage last night at the Carlson Center after winning Game 1 of their WCHA Best-of-3 series on Thursday night. The Seawolves found themselves in a must-win game on the road against a banged-up Nanook team looking to seal the deal. It would be typical playoff hockey throughout the night as both teams scrapped and clawed in a physical contest. The Nanooks would end up taking an early lead as Captain Colton Beck dishes to defensiveman Colton Pareko at the blue line, and he uncorks a blistering shot past the UAA keeper. The assist also puts Beck at 100 career points as an Alaska Nanook. With an 0-1 deficit and looking at 40 minutes until their season was over, the Seawolves would respond. UAA's leading scorer Matt Bailey would knot the game at 1 on his wrister past Sean Cahill just 3 minutes into the second period. UAA would then take the lead as Soldotna native Brad Dewey taps in a puck in front of the net just a minute and a half after Bailey's tally. The Seawolves would hold the 2-1 lead for the remainder as the Nanooks were stonewalled on every attempt at the night. Rob Gunderson would make 25 saves on 26 shots faced, and UAA forces a deciding Game 3 tonight at the Carlson Center.
You know, you get into these types of games, they're tight like this, it's going to come down to capitalizing on the chances you get because they're not coming all the time and making good on them, or minimizing your mistakes. At this point, it's about one more game here, and it's about resetting, putting the right mindset in your mind of what it's going to take to win tomorrow. So put this one behind us. That's what playoffs are about, short memories and focusing in on what's in front of you. And that was the message to the team. Let's put it behind us, let's get reset, and let's go play another week tomorrow.
The Mushers Hall on Farmers Loop is home this weekend to the limited North American Championship Sled Dog Races. The event features sprint races in ski juring and sleds with dog teams of 4, 6, 8, and 10 pulling. Today saw the 6-dog sprint races at the Jeff Studdert Race Grounds. The slightly cooler temperatures today made for crisp trails and clean running for the competitors. Today's races set up final heats tomorrow back out at Mushers Hall. Kim Wells stepped out of the ski jur skis today and led her 6-dog team to a time several seconds faster than yesterday's run on the 6.2-mile course. She says it's been a good weekend leading to a big Sunday and that her teammates really came through for her today.
The trail doesn't seem necessarily any faster to me today. In fact, I actually thought it was that we were slower today, which is surprising. I had a leader not pulling so good and a wheel dog that was bouncy tugs, so I'm actually real surprised at the time and proud of them, very proud of the dogs, but not expected.
The Limited North American sets up next weekend's Open North American races right here in Fairbanks. It also sets up the start of the 2014 Arctic Winter Games. Competitors have been arriving from all around the world for next week's events. The Arctic Winter Games will feature sports from dog mushing to badminton and everything in between. That's a lot. Opening ceremonies are scheduled for 6 p.m. Sunday night at the Carlson Center. Events will be held literally all across town next week, and the news center will have highlights and coverage of the events throughout the week. The games will be fast and furious as they run from Monday through close next Saturday. Today marks the final day of competition in the 2014 NCAA Swim Championships in Geneva, Ohio. Senior Bente Heller added another All-American nod in the 100 backstroke with a 7th place finish. Heller was the defending champ in that event, but her finish gave her a 4th All-American spot in this weekend's NCAA Championships, and it makes 13 career All-American selections for her as a Nanook. Alaska had gained 8 All-American selections through the first 3 days of competition. The Nanooks head into the final day of swimming in 11th place out of 38 total teams. They will look for a monumental top 10 finish with today's heats. The Nanook rifle season is now officially done after wrapping up the 2014 NCAA Championships earlier today in Murray, Kentucky. Alaska takes the silver as they finish the overall team standings in 2nd place. It came down to air rifle scores today, and Alaska would finish 3rd in air rifle with a score of 23-56. That score added to the small bore score of 23-21 gives the Nanooks 4,677 total points, just 2 points ahead of the 3rd place school, Kentucky. While the Nanooks unfortunately do not add to their crazy 10-time national title count, they did get to see sophomore Tim Sherry crowned as the small bore individual national champion this weekend. West Virginia ends up repeating as team national champs with an overall score of 4,705 and had 2 of the top 3 scores in air gun today to close the meet. Next year's NCAA Rifle Championships will be held right here in Fairbanks, Alaska. That's all the time we have for sports tonight. Be right back here Monday at 6 for Joe Cook as he recaps the weekend and gets you ready for the sports week to come. As always, you can get more KTVF sports on Twitter, YouTube, webcenter11.com, or you can download our mobile app. Keep on keeping on, Alaska. Stick around for Holly Seiler and your full weather forecast coming up next.